Welcome to the Introduction to Law Swift course. Congratulations on being here as a law enthusiast. This platform aims to give you an insight and swift breakdowns of important topics in your studies. We first begin with explaining what is the law. These are a set of rules that are meant to govern human interactions and should be followed by every individual in the Republic. They are enforced by the state, and failure to follow these rules will result in prosecution and punishment or payment of damages. In South Africa, we divide law in two ways. The first way is public and private law. Public law is the law that deals with the interactions between the state and individual. Private law, on the other hand, deals with interactions between individuals and other individuals. The second way to divide South African law is procedural law and substantive law. Procedural law deals with procedures in which the law is to be administered. This includes how evidence is acquired, court proceeding, how arrests are made, etc. In order for procedural law to be achieved, it needs to meet some basic requirements, and these basic requirements are three. The first one will be explicit rules should be spelled out to show how people should be treated in specific cases. Number two, these rules should be general and apply to all the people under the same circumstances. Number three, these rules should be applied impartially to everyone. The judge should never be biased. Substantive law, on the other hand, deals with substance in the law. It is focused on the content of the rules in the law and their meaning. This branch of law is the part that defines the rights and duties of individuals in the state. Normative systems. In order to correctly understand normative system, we first start by defining what a norm is. A norm can be seen as something that is seen as normal or acceptable to do by the society. Basically, a normative system refers to a set of norms or rules that prescribe what ought to be done or what is considered acceptable within that particular context. Norms are societal expectations or guidelines that influence behavior, and a normative system provides framework for understanding and enforcing those norms. In order to correctly dissect these systems, we have to look at who the rules of the normative system apply to, what happens when there is no compliance to the rules of this normative system, and who enforces the punishment or sanction for this particular normative system. Number one, the law. The law is a normative system. Its rules apply to everyone in the Republic, and when there is no compliance, the state is the one that enforces the punishment or sanction. Number two, religion. This is also a very prominent normative system. Its rules apply to the members, and when there is no compliance, every religion has its own way of punishing its subjects. The sanctions or punishment is enforced by the religion. Number three, individual morality. An individual's conscience is also a normative system. People have their own set of rules and morals they live on, and when there is no compliance to these norms, only they can impose sanctions on themselves. Number four, community morals. The community usually has its own norms and morals which it respects. When people are acting out of these norms and morals, sanctions and punishments are administered by the community itself. Thank you so much for watching today. Please come again for another fruitful Swift course.